The 2018 fall tillage season is underway, where Big Tractor Power does a majority of its filming. And in this video, we're going to look at one of the more popular tillage tools used in this region of the country, and that is the John Deere 915 V-Ripper. This machine is known as a subsoiler because it works underneath the surface of the field to break up compaction and loosen the soil while leaving the surface of the field almost completely undisturbed, leaving all the residue left over from the harvest on the surface to help fight erosion over the winter months. And in this video, we're going to talk about what the John Deere 915 V-Ripper can accomplish for a farm. But before we get into the details of the machine, I'd like to ask any of the Big Tractor Power fans that are watching, if you have a John Deere 915 V-Ripper that is for sale or know of one that is for sale at a local dealership, please send me an email. And that email address is contact@bigtractorpower.com. The farm featured in this video runs several John Deere 915 V-Rippers, and they're looking to add a few more to their lineup this fall. The entire month of November has been a very rainy one. There's been a very few sunny days, and tillage is way behind, and the farm wants to add a few more John Deere 915 V-Rippers to their lineup so that they can get tillage completed in a timely manner and have the ground ready for the spring planting season. All right, let's head out to the field and learn a little bit more about what the John Deere 915 V-Ripper can do. The John Deere 915 V-Ripper is a heavy-duty tillage tool. This subsoiler works 18 inches into the ground to loosen the soil. The 915 V-Ripper we see here is a 9-shank model pulled by a 620 horsepower John Deere 9620R four-wheel drive tractor. It takes a lot of power to pull this ripper through the ground. From this aerial shot, you can see where a grain cart is run across the field, leaving tracks, and those tracks mean compaction. A grain cart, when it's completely filled up, can weigh over 100,000 pounds, and all that weight will compact the soil, leaving a very hard surface, and that doesn't allow the next year's crop to grow a good, healthy root structure and soak up water and nutrients to produce a good yield. The John Deere 915 V-Ripper helps eliminate that compaction by loosening the soil and allowing pockets of air where the roots can grow down deep and soak up that very important moisture during the summer months to help the crop stay good and healthy for a good harvest in the fall. The reason farmers in western Kentucky like the John Deere 915 V-Ripper so much is because it is a heavy-duty tillage tool and that it reaches 18 inches into the ground, working up the soil underneath the surface of the field, but it leaves the very surface undisturbed. All the residue stays in place, which helps fight erosion and saves topsoil. It leads to a healthier crop. And you can see these big tractors are almost just making lines in the field. All the action is underneath the surface, and the surface remains undisturbed and in place. When you're digging deep into the soil, stones can be a problem, and this farm uses auto reset shanks where the shank can just pop up over the ground and the stone may pop up to the surface, but the shank is not broken and the tractor can keep on rolling through the field. Western Kentucky has a lot of limestone in it, and those stones will get worked up from time to time, but the John Deere 915 V-Ripper is well built to handle any obstruction and keep on going through the field. Here we can get a good side view of the John Deere 915 V-Ripper. You can see as it works its way across the field, it's simply lifting the soil structure up a little bit and then dropping it back down. And this does a great job to prepare the seed bed, and again, we're leaving all that residue in place for good soil conservation. This farm uses a variety of different John Deere 915 V-Rippers, 11 in all. They are hooked up to tractors on their 3-point hitch or drawn on toolbar caddies. The farm uses tractors from 210 horsepower row crop models all the way up to high horsepower 620 horsepower four-wheel drives. This farm utilizes 915 V-Rippers from 5 shanks all the way up to 11 shanks. John Deere produces the 915 V-Ripper from 3 shank models all the way up to 13 shank models. Each model is very useful in whatever condition it's set in, and there's a variety of different options to utilize the different tractors a farm may have. This farm utilizes 4 different types of John Deere 915 V-Rippers. They have one 11 shank model, 3 9-shank models, 4 7-shank models, and the rest are 5-shank models for the row crop tractors. So let's take a look at each one of those styles at work. First up is the big 11-shank model pulled by a 600 horsepower Challenger MT875E tractor. You'll see that when you're working 18 inches deep, this 11-shank model can even slow down a 600 horsepower tractor when it hits the compaction of the headland where the trucks, tractors, and combines rolled back and forth during the harvest of this field. The tractor is going to come to almost a dead stop, but that ripper is going to work through that hard ground, loosen it up, and make it a good, healthy soil and seed bed for next year's crop. The next size John Deere 915 V ripper that this farm utilizes is a 9-shank model, and these are drawn models on a toolbar caddy, and they're pulled by the 620 horsepower John Deere 9620R 4-wheel drive. These tractors are equipped with triple tires. There are 12 tires all the way around the tractor, and those tires help improve traction, reduce compaction, and really improve the ride of the tractor. Sometimes when you're running those big metric duals on a 620 horsepower tractor, you get a lot of power hop, and these triple tires really grab the surface of the field and allow that traction to move along and pull the ripper without having that power hop where the tractor is trying to bounce and pull the ripper through the field. The farm's John Deere 9420R 4-wheel drive tractors are equipped with 3-point mounted John Deere 915 V rippers. The 3-point mounted models really allow for quick turning. You're getting 7 shanks in the ground, and the tractor's well matched to pull the ripper through the field, and you'll see it uses that 3-point hitch to lift the ripper out of the ground, turn around quickly, and drop right back into the next pass. It's all hands on deck when it comes to fall tillage here in western Kentucky, and this farm utilizes 5-shank 915 V rippers mounted on a 3-point hitch of its row crop tractors. The farm uses John Deere 8245R and John Deere 7210R tractors to pull its 5-shank 915 V rippers to work up the ground as quickly as possible. I hope you've enjoyed learning about the John Deere 915 V Ripper and how the subsoiler works to prepare the ground for the next growing season, and it's always exciting to see all these big tractors working in tillage. If you're able to help this farm out, as I mentioned before, they're looking to buy a few more John Deere 915 V Rippers, and if you know where there's one for sale, send me an email. My email is contact@bigtractorpower.com. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, consider subscribing to Big Tractor Power YouTube, where there are over 1,000 videos of farm machines in action. If you're already a subscriber, make sure to check the Big Tractor Power YouTube homepage often, as new videos are posted every 2 to 3 days. If you have any questions or thoughts about this video, please leave them in the comment section below, as I try to respond to every post that is made. If you'd like to get a preview of what is currently being filmed for Big Tractor Power YouTube, make sure to check out Big Tractor Power Instagram, where I share pictures and short video clips of what is currently being filmed in the field. As always, thank you for watching.